Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today on this video on Lumion, I want to show you how you can create group objects in Lumion. There are several ways you can create group objects in Lumion for several purposes that you want to create. So you can combine several components of different categories. So we know we have different categories of components. We have the natural, the nature, the indoor, the outdoor. You can combine several components for whatever purpose that you want to do to achieve one particular component, like a group of components together making up one. So there are so many examples of where you can use them, but today I want to show you. Let's start with this. From continuation of our last video, I want to use this as an example. So in the video that I showed you how to do lighting, remember I created this light by importing these components of the square light or square fluorescent light, then I added a light. So let me go back to the night view. All right, so if you look at this now, let's go back to objects. Let's do this way. So if you look at this point here, you see there's a place mode and there's move mode. So at this place now, as you can see it, and this move mode, there are no restrictions to categories. When you are in place mode, if you are on light and object, it will show you only light and object. If you are on plant, it will show you just plants. But in this case, when you go to move mode, every other category you can see, every object that you have on your scene, you can see them. That's why you can see that I can see an imported object, the node of an imported object, and the node of my light object. So in this case, there's a way you can select you can select more than one objects together. You press your control key on your keyboard, then you highlight the area where the components are. So when you do that, you go to the bottom of your screen, you see create group. So now I have made the light object and my imported object to become one object that I can do every other thing I'm doing, every other function you do for a single object. So, but if you go back to the place mode, you you might not be able to see it, but in some cases. But let's go back to the move mode. So now you can move. Remember, if you look at the way I showed you shortcut, how you move along a particular line. So at this point now, let's say I want to move it along a particular line like this. I want to make a copy. Let's say I want to take this from here to here. So select this. Let's use N or so and alternate. Remember, all right. As you can see, so this is the easiest way you can move. Instead of you creating each of them similar, you can create one then move. Now, one thing I've discovered over the time that I've been working, the original one you created, after creating a copy, it's best to delete it. Yes, it's best to delete it. From my experience that I've worked, it's best to delete it because you already have a copy. Then you can take back the copy to wherever you want to use it, because it's quite easy to move. For example, I want to move this along to another place. I discovered that while I'm working, if I use the original and the copy, it will not move with it, but it's more like the same thing. So I can now move it, make a copy along this area. Alright. Watch out my video on how to use Revit shortcuts. You will understand better how to move along a straight line.